everyone, welcome to another video review. This is a Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition 01 Bumblebee. Yes, you can see him there in front of the box. We'll go and put him off to the side real quick. I'm going to take a look at this thing. Yeah, you got Bumblebee sitting there being all actiony. You got 01, you got Bumblebee and all that stuff. You got Transformers War for Cybertron, Transformers and all that stuff. You got here, you got Transformers War for Cybertron. Here you got up close to it. It was shot in Studio Series and Deluxe class. And on this side, you have Bumblebee again, plastic repackaging. Of course, the D-pad. On the bottom you have, of course, manufacturing stuff and what's in the box. And on the back you have copyrights, warnings, and of course product shots. And Bumblebee teams up with the Autobots to protect the Icon from the Decepticon assault. And of course includes a backdrop, which is in said box. And it is... which part of the game? Is that where you fight Soundwave? I don't remember. Again, been a while. But you got that backdrop, and of course you can pop the figure on there. If you want. Me, I'm going to put in the recycling. You also get the instructions, which are mostly helpful. There's one spot I kind of got a little hung up on because it was kind of weird looking. It wasn't quite clear how far I was supposed to hinge something. But anyway, Bumblebee. Yes, the War for Cybertron Bumblebee, new version, which, again, met with a bit of mixed opinions. You're looking at it close here, you can see Bumblebee there. Yep, that's a Bumblebee head, silver, blue. Got his it's got his belly, which, yeah, it's uses the actual parts this time. Doesn't, some people are not happy about that, particularly that, because it's hollow, and yeah, he's very, people don't like it because he's very rotund. So there's that. He does have his wheel forearms, which are cool, and these are the actual wheels and that stuff. He's got, there's hands, the gray. Yellow shins, you got his feet, which apparently aren't quite game accurate. It's been a bit since I've seen, play the game, so I'm not quite certain on that. And you got his backpack and everything, which isn't too bad, honestly. It actually compresses down very nicely and everything. So yeah, the original one, I do not have it, unfortunately. I never got the original. Yeah, so the original, they used a fake chest thing, and this one uses the real thing. That's kind of accounts for some stuff. But the original did use a lot of fake parts, and also had apparently Nightmare's transformation. Again, don't own it. So I don't know for sure. But anyway, I think this guy actually, it's one of those things where it's, if you're okay with Bumblebee kind of being a little stout, just a kind of squat little rotund guy, he's actually all right. I was coming in this not expecting to really like him that much because, again, a lot of scuttlebutt was how bad he is. And it's like, honestly, he's kind of okay. I actually kind of like it. I do like his, I kind of like it. It's not quite game accurate, but I kind of like it's Bumblebee. He looks kind of harmless. And I feel like that's how Bumblebee should be. Kind of looks harmless. So, yeah. That's my thing about it. It's just, it might not 100% game accurate, but it's a bit closer in some ways, a bit further away than others. It's one of those things that kind of mix and match things. Well, not mix and match, but they kind of traded in some game accuracy for different game accuracy. So you could just kind of have to deal with it, I guess. I personally think this is just kind of looks all right. Yeah, it's not the perfect, but honestly, I do like it. May not be to your taste, but that's okay. We're all different. It does come with accessories. 3 weapons, actually. 3. Surprise. Comes with a sword. Which has kind of cool little tech detailing on it. Yeah, so this is just standard things. You can just hold that right there. Just swing it. And of course, he comes with these 2 guns, which are... Oh, what was this? I can't remember what this was called in the game, but I remember the gun shape, but I remember using it in the game. I think it was just a simple SMG. And this, I don't remember what this was either. But yeah, the guns in the game. The cool thing is they can both store. The sword can store back there too. You got this tab there. But yeah, the sword and the guns can both store back here. You get tabs. You can only store 2 at a time though. So you got the tabs here, which got 4 of them, so you can store guns like that, and like this gun. Pick it up right, yeah, gun like that, and there you go. You can store those. The sword here, unfortunately, you can't really store with these things because, yeah, they take up the slots. So that. But of course, the guns, because again, War for Cybertron, they transform their arms into the guns rather than just holding the guns. You can unpeg that, and that's a very secure peg. You can see again, it's not quite a 5mm peg; it's flat on one side. You can take either one of these guns and peg it in, like so. And you got bam bam. You got that shoot. Yeah, you can shoot, and Was it a rocket launcher? It might have been a rocket launcher. And of course, this one can also peg in, no problem. So you got that whole thing. And yeah, if you're using just the gun, of course, again, like I said, you could store this back here if you want. There you go. That's pretty neat. You can do that. And of course, the other thing is, before I get more into articulation, is of course, yes, cross compatibility. There is cross compatibility. So yeah, here's Barricade's gun, and of course, this can peg on too if you want. It'll work. You can have a different gun. It all works. No problem. There you go. Oop, on that front. Go ahead and take that. Put that arm back on. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, again, looks real nice, in my opinion. So, articulation, his head, ball joints, so left, right, up, down, bits of waggle, nice right there. Shoulders can do a full 360, and they're on ball joints, so you also got outward as well, although it's kind of limited thanks to sculpting. You do have a bicep swivel. Elbows can go 90 degrees. There isn't really any articulation at the hand. You can use the transformation joint and bend his hand inward, but looks a little weird. So I personally wouldn't recommend it. Waist is a swivel. You got that. Kind of gets a little kind of caught on things if you swivel it too far, but that's enough, I think, for most poses. Hips, you got forward that far, back that far. Well, I think you get more forward if you kind of have a, yeah, although that's looking weird. Yeah, I got that. Outward, you have pretty much the full splits, which is nice. Oh, maybe not. That just popped itself off. Haven't had that happen before. Oh, that's what happened. I pushed it too far. It's actually only limited to that. If I go full splits, it kicks itself off. Whoops. My bad. Oh, that one, that's weird. This one goes that far, and this one, okay, there you go. That's the limit. Okay, found it. Had to figure it out where it was. Yeah, you do have a thigh swivel right there. You have a knee, which if you let this untab a little bit, can do pretty much a full bend, full curl, but you have to kind of unlet that tab. If you don't, it kind of goes anyway that far, which is still a good curl, but yeah. And down here at the feet, there is no, well, there is, but yeah, it's sculpted for A stance, but ankle tilt. You see the hinge? Guess which way it goes? That's for transformation. So, that's not right. Yeah. The way to get ankle tilt is to basically, well, do it wrong, and it looks kind of weird. And yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, unfortunately, there's no real ankle tilt here, and it's a thing that sucks because the hinge is right here, and it's like, yeah, basically what you can do is you can have that, I guess, straight. It is, well, because of how it works. If you want it stock straight, it looks like this, but if you have, yeah, it is go in a little bit. So technically there's ankle tilt, but again, there's very, very little, and it's fundamentally might as well not exist. But it technically does exist. Might as well not, though. So you go, that's War for Cybertron Bumblebee. I'm going to do just the one comparison, or couple comparisons. This with, of course, Barricade from the new Gamer Edition line as well. Please stand. Right. Bit taller. He's got more accessories, all that stuff. Oop, I didn't actually flip out the hand. Whoops. Silly me. All right, I got irritated because it fell off again. Like that. I don't like this one. Yeah, but yeah, that's that whole thing. Of course, yeah, just to show, again, cross-compatibility. Bumblebee's gun also works just fine. So, there you go. And for a more modern figure, here's a War for Cybertron Optimus. Well, actually, technically, yes, it's Earthrise Optimus, so he's also War for Cybertron. Yeah, there's Earthrise Optimus right there. There you go. So, yeah, that's pretty much Bumblebee here. That's his robot mode. So, transforming. First thing you want to do here is go ahead and take this and untab this. I'll get those kind of out the way. Untab this a bit and bring that up and over like that. Now here, the shoulders, what you want to do here is you want to take these and move them so they look like that. See, they see the difference between the two shoulders there. You want it to looking like this. Now here, take the fists and curl those in like that. Curl it in. And then take these and rotate these like this. Kind of a nice soft click point. There. That all squared away. Now, got that. Now here, what you want to do is take this and move this panel up through. And this right here, you want to take these and move these out a bit. Just going to gloss over that. Yeah. Move this panel up and through. Move this out of the way a bit. Yeah, bring that up and through like that. That's why you need to angle this back so it can clear that panel. Although, yeah, of course, as you can see, that tab also kind of snapped a bit. That just seems to happen with this guy. They'll still hold together, but it's a little annoying. But, so you got all that. Make sure these are, so then, yeah, bring that back down, and this will kind of, yeah, sit like this. Bring it back down like so. Take the arms and move them back on this hinge right here. Move them back. Rotate this. Bring these up and then rotate these inward to this. Rotate like this. Make sure this like that outward like this, and then bring this up and up, and this will kind of just click in right there. Again, bring this back. So. Bring this forward, make sure this is all the way out, and then bring this up, and the wheel will go into the wheel well. The outside of the wheel well. Like that. Like so. And make sure the arms are sitting correctly too, because the arms really sometimes like to sit incorrectly when you fold them in. So just make sure they sit correctly. Like that. Down here, you want to go ahead and rotate the waist 180 and then bring this piece up. This will go up, and there's a clip thing right here that you can see that this goes into here. Like that. You want this all the way up. Like that. See? Now take the legs and take these and untap those and bring them around like so. Bring around like so. Bring these down, like rotate at the knees, right? Rotate at the knees. That out of the way. Now take these and bring them over top like that. Bring this down and around like that, and then fold this, the toe up like that. Same thing here. Bring this around. Bring around the knee into this inside. Fold this up and in like that. Fold this up like that. And go ahead, and these two tabs will go up into slots up in there, and then this will kind of tab in right here as well. Make sure it all tabs in like that. That's one side mostly tabbed in. And then bring this up too. Like that. That one's tabbing in nicer than this one. There we go. It's a bit better. Then go ahead and take this and bring this back, and this will come over and just tabs, and these tabs right here will go into those slots right there, or those slots right there. Like that. And this one right here, you can go ahead and push that in a bit right there. Get that all squared away. See, this one doesn't, you can see this does not want to line up. I think it's, I'm going to fix that. But yeah, I pretty much got that done. There. And that is the vehicle mode. And yeah, I like this vehicle mode a lot. It's just, it's kind of, well, it looks like a Cybertron and Beetle. Yeah, again, you get the whole thing here. You know, it's got the kind of the weird, I guess, red headlights. You got the red. Again, this is nicely red picked out with the honeycomb pattern right there. Got the little red stripe, which mostly lines up. You got the black, you know, kind of window-looking things all over. You got the tail lights again, the texturing, and just overall really nice, solid vehicle mode. And apparently, unlike the original one, you can actually transform this way very easily. He does have the rolling wheels, which, you know, do roll pretty well, and, you know, works overall really well. He's just a nice little beetle thing. Look, well, Cybertronian beetle, I guess, and just looks really nice. And I do genuinely like this. And the cool thing also, there's weapon storage, which some of it's a little more clever. You got a tab right here, which this thing can fit into. No problem. Just yeah, like there. The sword, can tab back here if you like. And this thing can tab on top, I guess, for a gun mode. There's a tab here, and just I guess you can have the attack mode. So there you go. That's the weapon storage, and it looks pretty all right. Considering, the only thing is, again, wishing maybe the wheels could do the hover thing, but they cannot. There is just not room there. I can see that right now. So that's just it's a bit of a, oh man, but I don't want this thing to cost $50 so they can engineer that in or something. But anyway, real quick comparison. Here he is with the barricade, which again, significant size difference. But this guy's got more accessories, and it's a more intricate transformation. This got a very simple transformation, also disappointing one. This one has actually a fairly intricate but fun transformation for the most part. The only thing I complain about maybe is this panel right here kind of be a little bit of a pain in the butt. And apparently, I'm not alone. I snapped the tab apparently at some point, and multiple people have done the same thing. But it doesn't really seem to affect much, so I don't know. But it's just a generally fun, fairly intricate transformation versus this guy's very simple. So that's kind of explains the size difference. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, Bumblebee. I was not expecting to like him. I think a lot of the negativity is overblown on this one. I think this is actually a fairly good figure. Yeah, you may not like it aesthetically. The robot mode is a little incorrect, and like people noted, kind of seeming just his abdomen has seemingly just disappeared. And it does look. It's one of those things. It's like. But for me personally, Bumblebee's supposed to look dumpy. At least non-Bayverse Bumblebee's supposed to look dumpy. So it kind of works for me. I understand why it doesn't for you, but if you see this and you actually kind of like it, I suggest this is actually a pretty good toy. This is actually a pretty good one. It's not the best of the three that have come out so far, but it's pretty good, and I enjoy it a lot more than I thought it would. I thought I'd kind of be like disappointed with it, but no, it's actually pretty fun. The only thing maybe also is the ankle tilts are a little limited, but other than that, he's got pretty solid posability overall, and he's actually, I think the transformation is great, and his vehicle mode's great. So there you go. Heck, I think overall I kind of think it puts him. I'm not sure. I've never played with the original, so I wasn't sure, but I almost it sounds like a lot of people who have on the original say this one actually is surprisingly just as good, if not better. So there you go. There was a lot of negativity about this guy going into it, but I think you should actually give him a chance. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you come and subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my co-host.org/Nemesis-Prime. Check out my Coffee, my Patreon, and I shall see you next time with another video review.